David Malukas, driver of the number 12 Team Penske Chevrolet. How does that sound?
Sounds pretty good, man. I still can't believe it. I'm still in shock. I'm still kind of, getting my feelings all connected to this. I think it'll feel more real once I finally get this move done to Charlotte. But as of right now, though, number 12, Dave Malukas for Eisen Penske, that sounds pretty good.
That's pretty awesome. As you already said in many interviews, replacing someone like Will Power, those are big shoes to fill. Indy 500 winner, two-time IndyCar champion, first-time all-time in poles with 71. I'm sure you've got a lot of questions where people are asking you to try to compare yourself to him. I don't want to know if you think you will be a better driver than Will Power, but I do want to know if you think you are funnier than his brother, stand-up comedian Damian Power.
No, yeah, well, like you said, it is true. It's big shoes to fill because one thing you also left out, it's the name too. Like Will Power,
Yeah.
I don't think anybody's gonna be able to beat that. So, but yeah, his brother, I did see one clip. It was something about he was talking about Will. It was like a while back, and he was like driving his Ferrari or something in circles. It was a really funny clip. But yeah, no, definitely not. No way I'm funnier than that guy. He's hilarious.
He's very funny. 61 starts in the NTT INDYCAR Series, 5 top 5 finishes, 16 top 10 finishes, including a second place finish in the 2025 Indy 500, third and then promoted to second. Before we talk about career stuff, first of all, why the hell did you hint there was a big update and then make me scroll through 11 blank red tiles just to show me 2 trays of uncooked and cubed eggplant?
I wanted to just, I don't know, everything was feeling a little bit dry on the social feed. I was like, dude, I'm just feeling like I really want to rage bait. So I was working with Alex, and he came up with this idea, and I was like, this is great. We worked through it a little bit. And he had some text that was like on the way to the end picture. I was like, no, just take all the text off. just
Dude,
make us.
we're busy. What's the matter with you? I'm never going to have like that like 90 seconds of my life back.
Yeah, I always wonder, at the Penske side, if they see my poster, like, what does that even mean? And it was really funny to me because I literally was just making some eggplants, and I just posted this photo. I was like, this is great. I was like, well, what photo should we do? I'm like, boom, eggplant.
That's so funny. So are you still working with Alex Brisby a lot?
I am, yes. Yeah, we're still working. I was actually supposed to do some stuff later today, which I ended up delaying on because I'm still recovering from a sickness. Today's finally like the first day where I'm starting to feel good. I've been traveling in and out, which hasn't been helping, the sickness. It's kind of been delaying it. So
yeah,
we're on the up now.
Nice. I was going to ask you this later, but I feel like it's a good segue given that we just talked about your absolutely unhinged, uncooked eggplant post. Given the prestige of driving for a team like Team Penske, do you feel any pressure, not from the team, but maybe internally, to maybe change how you present yourself at all? Or do you want to continue to lean into the sometimes unhinged way you express yourself online?
That's a good question. And that is a question I have asked myself. And it's definitely been there. And I think when I was first doing the move, it was in debate of what do I do? Do I, transition and kind of from that perspective? But then I kind of just sat down with myself. I was like, look, I am who I am. And in the beginning, I fell in love with social media and being online because I just expressed myself, my unhinged self, and memes and all of that form. And talking with everybody at Penske, they said, look, like we want you to be yourself, and we encourage it. So I will gladly be and stay who I am and continue doing that because that's what the audience loves. That's what I love. And it just makes everything a lot more enjoyable for me.
I also love that you're saying this while you're wearing a headset. I feel like I'm on a Zoom call with like someone at a call center.
Yeah, I know.
Right? Trying to like troubleshoot my internet.
Yeah, please give me after this call, there's going to be a survey. Can you please give me, can you please stay on the call for the survey, please? Hey, well, listen, it's not my fault. I had this fancy microphone.
You did have this fancy microphone. You absolutely did.
And I had my nice little AirPods in. I looked professional, but the microphone was not good. So
it just wasn't happening.
We went to this one.
What do you wear this headset for?
Well, anytime I do any gaming, man, I was, after my biking incident, I've been really into virtual things, doing things virtually, so I don't get myself injured. So I've been into the gamings.
What have you been playing recently?
Recently, just a lot of FIFA, man. New FIFA. the new Battlefield 6 is coming out or just came out. I haven't played it yet. Got to get all the boys online to do that. And then this new game that's about to come out, Arc Raiders. Football Manager 26 is coming out in 10 days. I'm super excited for that. Got new graphic updates on that. So,
do you play online for FIFA? Do you like go through like the levels where you do like the 10 games at level 10, and then if you have a winning record, you go to 9 and so on?
I used to, but now I just do, career mode, because FIFA to me is the perfect game for like on the flights. If I have 30 minutes here or there, I could just quickly open up a laptop or a little game console and just quickly play a few games on that and go.
Yeah. Who is your team on FIFA?
It changes. Obviously, my go-to team is Chelsea. I'm a blue.
Yeah.
Up the Chels. But the other team I sometimes play is Barcelona. I mean, I do like Barcelona. Lamine Yamal has just been insane.
Yeah.
And so, it's a good team. I always play them.
Right on. What has your off season been like before you make this big step up to the most successful team in IndyCar history?
It's been really busy. Also, is it just me, or is my camera like going into the matrix every once in a while?
You are glitching a little bit,
Yeah,
and I don't know what's going on with that.
I just noticed that. I'm like, what? It's throwing me up. Anyway, it's cool though. I'm going in and out of different universes. So,
Exactly.
what was the question? The question was,
What's your off season been like?
yes, sorry, my ADHD is kicking in. Off season's
good.
been really busy.
You know what I should do when next time I do an interview like this, I should have Temple Run on one screen.
Subway Surfers. That's my.
Yeah.
That's my.
Subway Surfers. Someone like cutting kinetic sand with a knife.
Subway Surfers, the slow sand cutting, dude. Now we're talking business. I'm gonna be locked in. Whatever you say, dude.
Anything to keep you focused. You did a few videos. There's one where you you either did a race recap or you broke down a lap, and you did that in like 4 corners. You did different things to distract people.
Yeah. It's hey, it works, man. I love it. So, anyways, the off season, it's been super busy with the transition. Trying to get this move done to Charlotte. And obviously we had that test to do at Gateway, which was awesome. It was super cool. But everything was kind of last minute trying to get all that done. But now, since we're nearing the end of October, things are trying to relax a bit more. And now we can actually get down into what I need to look at in this offseason data-wise. But right now, main focus, I just want to get this move done. Hopefully I could be in Charlotte by end of November. And so I could just be on the simulator every day, be at the shop every day, and start working with these guys and get better mentally and physically so I could be ready by the time March comes around.
I should already know this, but was your test at there's the glitch again. I should know this already, but was your test at Gateway the first time you drove a Penske?
No, it's actually the second time. The first time, it was back when I came out from Indy Lights, Indy Next, what's called nowadays. It was me, Kyle, and Linus, and because I think we were the top 3 in the championship. They had this thing where it was kind of a one-time thing where we were able to test an IndyCar. So I remember Kyle, I'm pretty sure, was Andretti. Linus, I think, was Ganassi, and I got the Penske test. So that was my first. Sorry, just blipped again. And that was my first time in a Penske test. So this is actually the second time I was in a Penske car.
Can you briefly talk on the differences you notice moving from the age? I know there is the technical alliance between Penske and AJ Foyt, but can you just sort of talk about the differences you immediately noticed between the AJ Foyt car and the Penske car?
I mean, first of all, it's the colors are just different. We got Penske. Everything just feels more. It's just different because from Penske side, they keep everything uniform, so it has all the same fonts. Everything is just in that Penske format, and it's more just different organizations, right? The way the procedure is getting into the car, out of the car, getting ready to go. From that perspective, it's a very different kind of angle, which took some time to get used to, but it was very cool just to be from the inside. It's something that from the outside, you never really get to understand how things are at play. So being in it now, it's pretty cool.
You have been pretty busy. You went to Universal. You went to Nintendo World, which is just 15. I live 15 minutes from there. You could have invited me. I wouldn't have come because I have a day job and a child, but still it would have been appreciated. You also went to Epic Universe, which I have no idea what it was, but it looked epic. What the heck is
awesome.
it?
Dude, it's awesome. So it's I guess they're Universal's fourth park, I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
We were supposed to go there with my sister and my nephews. Unfortunately, they kind of canceled on us, and it was pretty last minute. So I tried to cancel, but everything was already booked, and I was going to lose money. So I was like, we're going. We're just going to be me and my girlfriend. And we had a good time. The first 2 days were a little bit rough. For some reason, it was so busy. The wait times on every ride was like 200 minutes. And we just had the basic passes. And I didn't know anything about how Disney or any of that worked. Because the last time I was there, I was like this big. So it kind of caught us off guard. But the last day, Epic Universe, we got very lucky. Things worked our way. And we managed to do pretty much every single ride. And that was the coolest place. It just came out this year, and you had Nintendo World, you had How to Train Your Dragon, the Harry Potter world, and this Dark Universe, which is like Frankenstein. But the rides were cool. I mean, it's just like new technology and all these stuff. Very good dark rides where it's kind of this indoor, and you have these like story motions. I like those better. Now that I'm older, the roller coasters, I don't know, man. It's just like starting to mess with me. I'm just like, whoa, oh, damn. I was like, I never knew I'd see the day. I'm like, I'm only 24, and that just hit me for some reason. I'm like, wow, okay.
Yeah, I should have warned you before you went on that Mario Kart ride, though. My wife got some pretty bad pink eye from it, but that's a story for another time.
Whoa.
What is going on with what's going on with the Little Dave and Big Joe show? Was that a pilot episode or a one-off? What was the inspiration behind that?
I don't know. It was something that me and Joseph were talking for quite some time. We wanted to do. It was his idea. It really came from his side to do a show kind of based more surrounding the kids of IndyCar, trying to promote the series from that perspective. So It was more of like a pilot episode, first thing, trying to test the waters, see how it was going to do. When we first kind of planned that was out back in Portland, and it was kind of last minute. We were trying to figure things out, feel the flow, since it was kind of a rough draft, and we kind of made it work. So I don't know. I need to talk to him, see if that's going to be continuing, if we're going to continue to do something like that. I think there's a really good opportunity there, a lot of potential. And if we can kind of have a bit more structure for this next season, maybe we do it, maybe we don't. We'll see.
Do you still embrace the nickname Little Dave, or do you feel like you are aging out of it?
Well, the stash, I've been saying now, the stash is starting to come now. I got to shave regularly. So I feel like, the Little Dave, but the problem was I made that, and the thing is I just still haven't won an IndyCar race. It's so hard, especially with like Alex Palou this season too. Just dude's been on his absolute peak right now. He's winning everything. So just even for anybody to win outside of Palou has been difficult. And so it's this long time. But I told myself I'm gonna be Little Dave. Once I get my first win, I'm gonna be Big Dave and get out of this name. And I just haven't once. Everybody's like, Little Dave, what's up, man? It's like, all right, cool.
And you're gonna be like Mario eating the mushroom, and it's the bloop bloop bloop.
Yeah, exactly. Perfect concept. We're gonna put that in a post.
I love that, Alex. I hope you're taking notes. Alex Brisby, not Alex Palou. Do you think Joseph Newgarden immediately did a High Rocks race after taking a bite of that donut, or do you think he had like a spit cup situation?
Comment that? You commented that, didn't you?
I sure did.
I saw you. Yeah. You commented that.
Or do you think he had a spit cup? Because there's no way Joseph Newgarden's eating a donut. No way.
I don't know, dude. But the thing is, he's like always doing all this cardio, all this physicality that I think he can eat those donuts. He can eat whatever he wants, dude. Like to be at his, he's just got to eat everything.
Yeah. I want to touch on it. You did mention that you've yet to win an IndyCar race, and now it's very rare to immediately show up to the IndyCar series and immediately win all the time. It's very competitive. You look at someone like Alex Palou, had 0 wins, 1 podium in his first season with Dale Coyne. Pato O'Ward didn't get his first race win until his second full season in IndyCar, but he had a few seasons before then where he kind of drove part-time. Joseph Newgarden didn't get his first IndyCar race win until his 4th full season in the series. In 2021, in Indy Lights, you had 7 wins, 7 poles, and 16 podiums in 20 races. Just like an unbelievably impressive season. You were prolific, but then you move up to the NTT INDYCAR Series in 2022 with Dale Coyne competing against drivers who have all dominated in karting and ladder series. to get there. That's why they're there. You guys are the best of the best. Can you talk about the transition to the NTT INDYCAR Series, and was there a need to switch from a results-oriented mindset to a process-oriented one, if that makes sense?
Yeah, 100%. That's exactly how you'd put it. But I think anybody making that jump into IndyCar knows it's very unique. But not just that. Right now, I think in the period it's been, and obviously I'm still from a young perspective, right? Like I've only been racing in the series for a few years, but talking and hearing from the veterans, they've all been saying for their time that they've been in IndyCar, this is the most competitive it's been. And to me, I mean, it definitely is so competitive. Every driver out there is just so damn good. So to get a win, I mean, everything needs to go your way. You need to be at 110%, and you need to be having, a miracle day, and then you need to grab that and repeat it over and over again to be and do things like, what Alex Palou did. So that's why people are always giving so much praise, because right now the series is so difficult and so intense. But that first step up, it's definitely a transition, right? It's trying to, okay, I went from getting all these wins. Now, okay, we need a transition of, we have to make progress. If instead of, okay, I'm going to win, it's great. If I don't win, boo, I suck. It's more of, okay, what did I learn? Who did I follow? I remember my first season, it was literally following veteran drivers, other people, and learning from them. I mean, that was my race. I wasn't even thinking about positioning, what was going on. I was thinking, okay, let's try to ace my pit stops now. Let's follow, oh, great, I just got passed by 3 veteran drivers. Instead of being bummed out about it, let's just follow them. Oh, cool, he's doing a different line when he fuel saves. Oh, I've never seen that before. And so I get this data and almost put like marks in my head to then after the race go back, get the tablet, watch the video, watch it over and learn. And, throughout all these years, I've learned so much and is now added to what my driving is today.
Do you watch other people's onboards on top of yours?
Oh, yeah, of course. I try to do as many onboarding as possible. I mean, I go on YouTube, try to rewatch the races, try to get the cuts of when there's onboard footage and try to just get as much data as possible.
You by far had your best season so far in IndyCar, finishing 11th in the standings, top 10s at tracks like Road America, Toronto, Milwaukee, 4th place finish at Ohio, and of course a 3rd place finish at the Indy 500 that was eventually changed to a 2nd place finish following Marcus Harrison's disqualification. I would love to go back to the post-race interview you had with Georgia Henneberry.
David, you just finished on the podium at the Indianapolis 500. What are the emotions?
I'm not going to lie, I was crying coming into the pits. Man, we were just so close to getting it. I mean, out of all the cars, we were number 1 until the end. I mean, he got lucky. Lappers came in, and he was able to get a run. We were leading, so he had a good tow. I mean, he timed that perfectly. But from our side, we did everything absolutely perfect. We were in the number 1 car. I mean, with pit stops coming out, I mean, everybody saw when we came out of the pits there. I mean, we were ahead of everybody. It was an incredible job from the crew and the strategy. Obviously bittersweet because we didn't get it, but man, if I look back 1 year ago, I didn't have a left hand, and I was up there in the pagoda watching as a fan, and now 1 year later, I can say I was a part of the 500, and not just part of it, but fighting for the win. So bittersweet, but a lot of positive take from it.
You have a podium to get to. We'll let you do that.
All right, thank you very much.
At that time, it was right after the race, so you had just in your mind finished 3rd in the Indy 500, eventually promoted to 2nd. You were incredibly close to winning that race. You were incredibly close to winning that 500. But in that interview, fans saw a much more vulnerable side of you than I feel like you usually allow yourself to show in interviews. It seemed like you were overcome with emotion, not just from nearly winning the 500, but also reflecting on how just a year before you were doing media for IndyCar socials and watching the race from the media center in the pagoda. Would you mind expanding on the range of emotions you were dealing with during that moment a bit?
Yeah, I mean, just when you bring it back to memory, like I'm actually like getting a little bit, just the emotions coming up. Anytime I think about it, man, I seriously need to fix this camera. I don't know what's going on.
I know, you were getting emotional and then the glitch took you out of it.
I know, it just took me out. Listen, but it was an extremely emotional moment. 2024, although I think it was the best year of my life because I learned so much and I changed from a person and everything who I was, and without it, I wouldn't be where I am today. It was such a tough year, man. I went from, almost losing my hand, almost losing my dream of IndyCar and achieving, success in IndyCar. And, the Indy 500 that year, I mean, I was on the stands watching, thinking, am I ever going to be back out there again? Is this like even a possibility? Or am I just going to have to, find a new direction? And you have that moment, that all these dreams and aspirations that you had and how close I was to achieving many of them all just got taken away. And now at that moment, I truly thought, I might need to find a different path. I don't really know what's going to happen, but kept my head down, and thankfully through my parents and all the people that were around me, I had fantastic support. And I don't know, one day I just woke up and I said, you know what, this is not going to be what I want to do. I'm going to still achieve my dreams no matter what's put in front of me. The number one thing I learned from 2024 was any problem I've had in front of me in my life before, I've always found a solution. So why is this any different? Yeah. It's much a bigger task than anything before, but I can do it again. And I had the miracle ride from Shank, was able to go out there, prove myself. And 1 year later, it's not that I was back in the 500. I was performing, racing, actually fighting for a win. So I think in that moment, everything was kind of settling in the fact that, that up until that point, from 1 year ago, I was trying so hard to prove myself, to get to where I want to be and change so many things in my life, and just really it was probably the only thing in my life that really was my big kind of held down. And because I feel like other than that, I was pretty lucky with the way my path went. I got lucky and lucky here, lucky there, because a lot of it is luck to get to that top step. And I feel like that was happening. And that was my first time that I really had to put my feet down and grind through it. So I think at that moment I knew it was like kind of like a relief of, hey, I worked hard. Yeah. I think that was worth it then. And I think there was a lot of pressure that released off of me, and I think the results from that point and that second half of the season also showed that.
How much do you credit sort of embracing the situation and doing social media for IndyCar and being present and just being around and fresh in people's minds? How much do you credit with that with Meyer Shank thinking of you when they decided to replace Tom Blomqvist in the number 66 Meyer Shank Honda?
Yes, so that was actually part of my reasoning. I was sitting down and thinking, I got to make sure I stay out there and do something, right? I got to show my face out there. I know I have a good personality and I love everything about IndyCar, and I want to make sure I have fun and enjoy it. Yeah. And actually, Mackenzie and Alex from IndyCar, they reached out to me and they were like, hey, if there's anything possible, and obviously it all played out really well. So even from the IndyCar media side, they were super open to letting me in and do whatever I want and to express myself and even go on. I remember going with was it Townsend Bell onto the broadcast, and I remember drawing on the screen, which was so cool to me because I was like, wow, I didn't even think I had this ability. So no, I feel very grateful for all of that, because that's 100% part of the reason. I think, for Meyer Shank, for example, to be, hey, what are our driver options? Like, oh, what about this guy that's currently on the screen right now doing TikToks and showing his face around, walking around the facility, because I was right after that. So it was good.
For people who aren't aware, I assume most people watching this interview are aware of this, but I want to briefly touch on that gap here a little more you had between driving for Dale Coyne and AJ Foyt. As everyone knows, in 2024, like you were referencing, you were set to drive for Aaron McLaren. You injured your hand in a biking accident, couldn't compete, and found yourself temporarily without a seat in IndyCar. You, of course, eventually took over the number 66 Meyer Shank Honda for the last 10 races of the 2024 season. Had some really good finishes. You finished 12th at Mid-Ohio in your second race back from injury, 6th place finish in Toronto, 9th place finish in Nashville. But you've touched on this a little bit, but my question is, was there ever a moment where you really thought, that's it, I'm done? Or deep down, were you confident that you were going to be able to find yourself back with the team eventually?
There was, honestly, it was about, I'd say maybe like a week or so after I got dropped from McLaren, where it kind of was settling in the fact of, my mind overthinks. I don't know if this is like with every driver, right? With anything, especially a long off season, long time before a race, you overthink everything. Try to get all the solutions because you want to make sure you care about it. You want it to be the end. And I was thinking that was only a few weeks, and the amount of overthinking I did, I was like, man, if I don't get a seat until the end of the season, that amount of overthinking, all this time. And at that time, I didn't know where my hand was going to be. So I would say about a week or two after getting dropped McLaren, I really thought that, that was going to maybe be the end for my racing. But like I said, I don't know what happened. It was just the people around me. And I think just one day, just sitting at the bottom of my shower, just like sitting in my thoughts, just thinking, it was, I think, a few days after they cleared me from my hand, and I was like, you know what, I think I can actually, get this back to where it needs to be. And then started working on it throughout the month of May, and I just kept a positive attitude. I wanted to go out there and just be who I was, stay positive. And by the end of the month, we got that offer from Shank, and I was like, you know what, this is it. Like, I got my miracle. Things happen for a reason. This is kind of my miracle drop right here, and I've been working on it. Talked with my doctor. I was like, look, is there any way possible that we can get this ready to go by Laguna? And they were like, well, there's like a 1% chance. So I was like, perfect, that's all I needed, let's go. And I remember even Laguna, man, that was the hardest weekend of my life racing. I mean, you could even talk to Felix. I was like between sessions, like had my hands like in a cooler, just trying to reduce the inflammation, because it went from like even doing the workouts, you're a few days on, you have to take a few days off and let it recover, and to go
Right.
straight into this Laguna Seca, which is one of the hardest tracks for us to do. My hand was wrapped and braced up, everything. I couldn't even really move it. It was so weak. The size of this hand compared to this hand, it wasn't even comparable. And just between sessions, it was so swollen at the end of the day. And it was tough, but we worked through it and we made it past. And honestly, I thought that was like almost aggressive PT.
Yeah, and a lot of people forget or don't realize that IndyCar does not have power steering, correct? I remember watching the broadcast last season, I believe, and they were trying to compare, like, give you an idea of what it's like handling an IndyCar steering wheel in a race, and they were holding like two 10 or 15 pound weights, and it's like, imagine doing that for like 2 hours.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it was, and honestly, the hard part about it was because this hand's weaker, this hand needs to compensate. So this hand was honestly the one that was really struggling, because it's trying to drive almost 1.5 hands, because I only have half a hand here. So
Yeah.
it was a struggle bus. But honestly, throughout all the support that I had from Sean, my trainer, my mental coach Luke, from all of IndyCar Medical, the AMR safety team, I was nonstop with them. I mean, when I say nonstop, between in and out sessions, going into medical unit, trying to figure out what we can do. I mean, we were just doing everything possible. Special carbon fiber made braces for my wrists, all this fancy stuff. It was nuts. And it to me though, like, just thinking back, it's crazy what humans can do, man. Like, you hear something that sounds almost so impossible, but with the right people behind you and everybody just committed to one thing, it just made it in my head believe, man, like anything is possible.
Yeah. Like Kevin Garnett, anything is possible. I don't know if you get that reference. That was like 2008. I try not to ask drivers about other drivers too much. However, I recently interviewed Kyle Kirkwood, driver of the number 27 Andretti Honda, and he said that you were his biggest competition in Indy Lights. Y'all both spent time at AJ Foyt at different times. You guys did a Road America food review together in 2022 where you shared a brat or split a glizzy or whatever you want to say.
Like cheese curds.
Yeah, 8 cheese curds. You took the mac and cheese back with you. But he only spent 1 year at AJ Foyt before getting the call up to Andretti. Your career so far has been a little different. He is a few years older than you, so he does have like the age on you as well. But I think it's very interesting to see how y'all's progression to IndyCars kind of happened in parallel with one another. And again, like, he is older than you and has 3 seasons under his belt at a top team like Andretti. But have you thought about, like, are you excited to compete with him next season now that both of y'all are driving for top teams?
Of course. I mean, it's like you said, he was my biggest competition in Indy Next, no doubt. I mean, it was always us going back and forth and really pushing each other. And I think we brought the best out of each other. I mean, we were fighting at 100%, but because of that competition, we were exceeding 110%. I mean, that season of Indy Next was incredible, right? And I think that's from both sides. And to see us continuing this progression that we've had, and now at this point, I'm very excited. I think that competition is going to be a good one. We're going to be narrowing it down, but it's a good friendship. I think with how it's been through the years, it's a good balance. So I'm excited to see that for sure. As more of like an internal battle. It's just because it's been such something that's continued ever since we were young.
Yeah, for sure. What is the weirdest thing you've ever signed?
Weirdest thing I've ever signed. Oh man, there was something recently that was pretty weird, and I can't remember. And I remembered when I was signing it. I should remember this because this is weird, and I forgot it. Man, what was that? It was so odd. I think I signed somebody's like shoe or sock or something. Oh, I think it was a sock. It was really weird. They like took off their shoe and fully.
It was a sock?
I think so. It was something
was
very
it
odd.
clean?
No, they just took it off their foot.
Were there like holes in it or anything? Like, what are they going to do with the sock?
I don't know, but that was pretty weird. I remember now.
Did you have to touch the sock?
No, they held it. I just,
Okay, got it. I don't know what you would do with the signed sock. Do you frame it? Do you just keep wearing it?
I don't know. I don't know. Maybe he's peer pressured because he was like with his friends. They're like, yo, just make him sign the sock. I think he just did it from a comedic perspective.
Got it. What if you have a safe for work answer? What is the weirdest DM you've ever gotten from a fan?
Weirdest DM I've gotten. Well, I get some interesting ones. A lot of the people. I don't know. I get a lot of DMs just randomly that says you're so funny. Please don't disappear. Some like really weird ones like that. Just that make no sense.
Don't disappear?
Yeah. So like don't disappear or don't go bald. I get that a lot. What is that?
What?
Yeah, they're always like, you're so funny. Don't go bald.
That's so weird. What does that even mean?
I think it's a Gen Z thing. Honestly, it's kind of funny.
Okay.
I always laugh. It's hilarious. I honestly get those comments too. A lot of don't go bald. So.
That's a blind spot for me, but I'm a lot older than you. Aside from AJ Foyt and Penske, because I don't want you to show any favoritism here, which pit crew would assemble IKEA furniture the fastest?
So wait, aside from Foyt and Penske,
I don't want you to say Foyt or Penske.
Okay, so anybody outside of that, what pit crew would be the best?
Which pit crew assigned to which car would assemble IKEA furniture the fastest?
I think it's got to be Meyer Shank car. I mean, either or, both of those cars. I think those guys could do it pretty spot on.
You're going on a road trip with any three IndyCar drivers currently on the grid or from last season. Who is in your car with you?
3 drivers. That's a lot. I would probably say Pato, Felix, and Rossi.
Okay, cool. What is the last show you binged when you probably should have been sleeping?
Last show I binged, Terminal List Season 2.
What's the Terminal
Amazon.
List? I've never seen that.
It's really good. It's like one of those, like kind of detective spy kind of vibes, but it's, I don't know, it's like action, but like, I don't know, there's trying to figure out what happened, and you got to go into the something like that. It's
You
cool.
were not selling this show well at all.
No, but
I'm
it's really
definitely not
good.
gonna see it.
No, it's really good. I promise, it's good. I just
Segue to the next question. If Hollywood is making a movie about your life and career, who is playing you?
Well, I always one of my favorite actors is Cillian Murphy, so I always used to say him. But there was some new actor. He was playing, I don't know, in this new Hunger Games that's coming out, and I remember they did a picture, and the guy looked so similar to me. So if you could find whatever that actor
New
was,
Hunger Games actor. Okay, I'm gonna look this
New
up.
Hunger. I don't know if it was like a show or something, but it was months and months ago. They posted the picture, and everybody's like, "Yo, this is David Malukas." So whoever that guy is would be who would play me.
Okay, or it could be Cillian Murphy, and he could say like, "I am Malukas, destroyer of ovals."
Sure. Yeah,
That's an Oppenheimer reference. Never mind.
I know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe it was a bad one. Anyway, You're like, sure, whatever. What is the best fast food chain in America?
Best fast food chain? Oh, dude, you just want to start drama, huh? Dude, I'm gonna have to go Portillo's, dude. I love
What is Portillo's?
It's Chicago based. It's fast
Okay.
food Chicago based. But dude, it's so well. Actually, that's not true. There's one here in Indy. There's a few here in Indy. I don't know. It's like Midwest based, I'd say,
What kind of food
but
is
more
it?
Chicago. Like we got Chicago hot dogs, like beef croissants, burgers. Like your fast food. You got. I think they have pizza. Maybe they have milkshakes that are like 5,000 calories.
Nice. What's your
It's like,
go-to
I think
order
they
then?
shoved a chocolate cake in a milkshake. By the way, that's like one of their classics. I don't know.
Wow. What a time to be alive. What's your go-to
Yeah.
order there?
There's two. I either normally just do a cheeseburger with everything on it with cheese sauce, like the cheese fries. You get extra cheese sauce. They do
Yeah.
like cheese packets, like hot cheese. It's really nice. Or I do a beef croissant with sweet and hot peppers and cheese sauce on the side.
Love it. Who is the most famous person in your phone?
Most famous person on my phone. I don't know. I'd have to like look at that, but I don't really have that many famous people on my phone. Maybe yeah, Noel Miller, maybe. Yeah, probably Noel.
Okay. All right. I don't know who that is, but again, showing my age.
He's a YouTuber. I think he did Vine. Really funny guy. He's a comedian now.
Okay. Got it.
He's awesome. Good guy.
So the next question is, do you actually read comments on your post? But clearly you do because you referenced one that I made on your post. So
Yeah.
how often do you read all the comments on your
All the
posts?
time.
You
All
read
the time.
everything.
Every time. As soon as it posts, I'm reading comments immediately. Refresh.
So you're chronically online.
I am. Recently, my posts have been less and less because I've just been pretty busy. But once the off season comes in, I'm going to be back on the grind. But I am always just refreshing everything. The one thing I've done such a good job, though, is going away from Reddit because Reddit is just so aggressive.
Is
That
it?
one, even for me, it's like, whoa. Sometimes you read some of the stuff, you're like, whoa, that's aggressive.
What are you talking about IndyCar subreddits or are you
Yeah.
talking about other subreddits?
Well, just in general, I think Reddit, just in general. Well, some stuff that like random question that you always have at like midnight that you need an answer to, you always find on Reddit, which is awesome. So I do use Reddit for that. But for the IndyCar subreddits, just anything that's like about me, I'm always like, whoa, let's just like refresh that, swipe that away. You know.
Do you have a Reddit burner account that you respond to posts with? You don't have to
Maybe.
answer that. Anyway,
Yeah, I don't know.
Kevin Durant does it. Kevin Durant did it on Twitter. Remember that one time he got caught?
Do I ever respond to my own posts? No. Do I respond to a bunch of other posts? Yeah. But
What subreddits do you go on that are not IndyCar related?
a lot of
any
it
go-to ones?
more is just like gaming stuff or your
Okay.
generic things. Yeah, and then some stuff is like travel things. And sort of like travel subreddits like that help with like efficiency, tech, a lot of tech stuff too.
Yeah.
More of that perspective.
All right. We have one more game to play, and then I'll let you go.
Okay.
Share my screen. Stand by. There we go. Let me know if you can see it.
Okay. Yeah. I
This is
see.
a game we're going to call Tire, Tired, or Retired. I'm going to show you a picture of something, and you have to tell me whether it's a tire, it's someone who's tired, or it's someone who's retired. Okay?
All right.
You got it? You're on board? You down to play this?
A tired. All right.
or
Let
someone
me
who
just write
you
this
got-
down.
Okay. First one.
Tired.
Tired? Come on, this is slam dunk.
Sorry. I was glitching the matrix. This is tire, the best Firestone.
Correct.
The best
This is a tire. This is a red alternate Firestone Firehawk.
This is the
racing
best
tire.
Whatever you drive the Firestone.
That's a really good impression of the Firestone guy.
You think it's not bad, right? I've
Yeah.
been working on it.
I love it. All right, next up. Tire, tired, or retired?
Yeah, that's a bit of me right there. We're tired. We're definitely tired.
You're right. Tired. See, this is easy,
Ooh,
right?
I like this. This is good. This is easy for David. Here we
Okay.
go.
Okay. Tire, tired, or retired?
That's a tire.
Get out of here, dude.
James, this one's for you. You answer this one.
That is incorrect. This is American open wheel legend Mario Andretti, who's clearly retired. Anyway, next one.
Yes. Sorry.
You got
Sorry.
this.
This is really hard, man. I'm struggling.
This is not hard. You got this.
Oh man. I think is this one?
Don't overthink it.
Is this a tire?
It is. It's a tire. You're great.
Dude, let's go. See, I almost got all of them.
You're nailing it.
These ones are easy. Tired. This
Correct.
one is easy.
Next one.
Okay. I feel like you're making it really easy for me. Is it just 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3? Retired.
It's gonna switch. Correct. This is Al Unser Jr., IndyCar legend. Al Unser Jr. He's retired. It's gonna get a little more. It's gonna get a little more complicated. Just
Okay.
bear with me. Okay.
These ones are bunking me, but I'm gonna keep the tire.
Okay, you're correct. That one was tire. So this one was
what's
tire.
this next one?
This
Okay,
one.
okay.
This one is tire.
This is a tire.
Correct.
All right, we're good. We're going.
Next one.
Oh.
What is this?
I think that's a tire.
This is actually a retired tire.
How did you come up with this?
No, all right. Next.
Honestly, though, it's spunk because I almost said retired, and then I was like, wait, no, it's tire.
You were close. Yeah. All right.
It was
Next one.
both. Gotcha.
Next one.
A tired tire.
That's correct. You got it. You nailed it, dude.
I did the tired ones, man. I got those.
You crushed it. What about this one?
He's tired because he's thinking about a tire.
He's actually both retired and tired.
How do you know? You know this guy?
No, I'm just assuming. I'm making assumptions because he's old, but
Oh, so
you know,
theoretically. Theoretically.
Listen, I bought these images on Shutterstock for $5. All right, I don't know their lore. Okay,
Are you serious? That's expensive.
it is expensive, but I thought it was worth it for the bit.
That was awesome. That was a good bit. I like that.
All right, thank you for playing Tire, Tired, or Retired. Would you like to leave a tip?
Yeah. I'll do 20% because you need that. You need that. Or maybe we do 25 because you spent the money on the pictures, man. It's expensive.
All right, thank you for playing. Cool.
That was awesome.
That's it.
Dude, awesome, dude. I love that. That made my day, dude. Here we go. Hey, listen, I'm gonna just end this with this.
What does that say?
It's backwards. Can
Positive
you read it
potato.
backwards?
I can read it. I can read it forward. Positive potato. I may be a tiny potato, but I believe in you. Do your thing. Thank you.
There you go.
I love it, man. David Malukas, driver of the number 12 Verizon Team Penske Chevrolet. Can you steer me now? Thank you so much for taking the time to talk.
Thank you. Thank you for making my day.
Do you get that reference? Can you steer me now? Do you remember the Can You Hear Me Now commercials?
No, I don't remember that.
Oh, man. You were probably 2 when those were out. They were like very famous Verizon commercials where a guy was like this nerd was like, can you hear me now? But he was like the Verizon guy for years. Anyway, doesn't matter. This is all going to be cut out. We're done.
Awesome.
All right. Thanks, man. This was great. We can stop recording.